All right, once again, we're here at Lorenzo's Scientific Holistic Health Store. This time, I'm going to do something a little different. It's something we used to do a long time ago, which helps me out because so that I can stay on track. Is I have a live caller. Caller, are you right there still?
Yes, I am.
Okay, one of my clients. We're going to keep her name anonymous. We're going to call her Sister. We're going to call her Sister just for this episode. But I think with this particular one, we're going to talk about, you had a question like a lot of sisters have about energy and losing a couple of extra pounds for the holidays and things like that. Could you go over that again with me, and then we'll just start from there?
Sure. Well, basically, my situation is that, of course, like so many other women, black women especially, because we have so much on our shoulders. I'm a single mom. I have several, makes it sound like I have 19. I have multiple children. I work, and I'm in school, and, I just have a lot going on. And I never seem to have any energy. I'm always exhausted. Like even right now, I can barely keep my eyes open. It's like I'm tired 24 hours a day. And I'm not sleeping well, and it's been like this. It's been a cycle for a long time, and I'm just at my wit's end. I can't. I'm just exhausted all the time. It's driving me crazy.
Interesting. How's the new eating plan helping, cutting out a lot of the different meats?
Well, I definitely can feel the difference, especially, in terms of, how can I say this, elimination, if you will.
Oh yeah.
It definitely helps. Like, I can tell that I don't get as sick as much.
That's good.
Because I don't eat meat, and I do feel a little more energetic. So that's helping. I kind of shudder to think what I would feel like if I was still eating the meat.
Oh yeah.
It would be even worse.
Exactly.
So that's helping.
And how long has it been since you stopped eating meat?
Well, for me, it's only been maybe a month.
Okay.
But I can definitely tell the difference. And so now it's at a point where even if I smell it, I get nauseous.
Yeah.
Like I did try to eat a hot dog or a turkey dog the other day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So now my body won't even accept it. It just rejects it right away from the smell.
And actually, that response that you're having is something that's natural. Like, you ever notice and you're a mother also, when people feed things to the children and the children so-called spit it up? As a man, I guess, I used to think that was my ignorance of the situation, but I was like, it looks like that baby's just throwing up. They changed the term and called it spit up, but there's a lot of things that the children, naturally, their body was rejecting. Even when the mother would eat certain things, you all notice that if you eat something that the child doesn't like, they spit it up or they won't take the breast milk. The same thing works when you start cleansing your body out. Your body, as the more it becomes pure, like it was when you were a child, it would do that same thing for you. If you just smell something that's not right, you may have even noticed, like a lot of sisters here, all women, that when you get pregnant, your taste start changing, and certain food that you might eat it all the time, but immediately it'll start making you sick. That's your body's natural defense to try to put you on a track for health. So that's what's going on now, and after a month, that is sounding good. Are you writing down exactly what you eat every day?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I do, miss meals when I get really busy. Not just eating them, but miss writing them down. But sometimes I'm just way too busy, which is, one of the problems I'm having. But by and large, I do. I eat mostly, like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. But what I'm noticing also is that I don't even have as much of a taste for cooked food anymore.
That's good.
Like, my aunt cooked the other day and invited the whole family over, and it was all my favorite stuff. Stuff that I used to like. I mean, everything. But I'm noticing that our cook, like the mashed potatoes and the gravy and all of this stuff. I don't know. I don't even really have a taste for it that much anymore.
Well, your body wants to go back to how it was in childhood, like when you were first born. It wants to be alive again, and that's really what it is. And I, too, was incarnated in the African American community with all those same good tasting foods. And I love my grandparents, my parents, for cooking those foods because they make it taste so good. The problem is without the science of healing along with it, a lot of the greens are cooked way too long, even though it's seasoned up very well, and then they put the fat backs and things like that in it. So even if they don't do that, I know a lot of people are using the turkeys now because they feel like that's a healthier alternative. And I guess if you weigh it, it might just be the pork might be down here and the turkey might be up there a little bit. But the problem is what it is, your body does want to have energy again. And one of the things that you said alludes to one of the problems that a lot of people have when they're lacking energy. You have to still eat no matter how busy you get because that's your food. What happens when you're driving your car and it's on E? You're made to stop, right? Or else you're gonna be stranded somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So what you want to do is start keeping like what we call like little survivor packs. Even if it's like some trail mix, and not the one with the little candies and stuff, and you already know, the ones that I'm referring to, but for other people who may not know, who might be getting the trail mix with the little chocolates and things in it and the gummy bears and stuff like that, you want a nice good trail mix with a lot of nice seeds and nuts in it, and that can be your energy along with some fruit. So it is true, you want to eat like 5 small meals in a day. Is even better than 3 huge meals in a day. You want to keep something like even the snack on. You can feel when your energy is going down. So instead of getting that shot of energy drink, you can just eat an apple and an orange, and you're going to feel that energy a lot faster too. Fruit are one of those foods, actually is the only food that doesn't have to be processed for a long time into the stomach. It can go straight into your digestive tract with very little processing, and that's the only food that can do that. So your quickest energy is usually going to come from fruits. Now, of course, I'm going to send you a couple of supplements where I can make you a special batch of capsules with a lot of ginseng and things like that, which will actually give you a lot of energy also. Put a little cola nut in it, the natural caffeine. I have a nice little mixture for energy. But first, before I start giving people that, because I don't want people to basically keep eating the same way and just pop pills for energy, because I want you to be able to assimilate the energy from the fruits and vegetables naturally first. Then I can, on days you might need a little bit more energy, I will send you the other capsules. Otherwise, I noticed a long time ago, I will only just sell those. Now, for me, it's not just about selling them. I want people to really be changing their life also. And I found out that I just started just selling all of my libido stuff for women's libido and the male's male prowess. People want to have sex longer. I would sell out of all of those, but people would start neglecting the detox and the nutritive. And the problem is, they were having a lot more energy, but they were also still getting sicker because they never made any life changes, still weren't drinking enough water and things of that nature. So I'll get that to you. But that can help you out too. And are you measuring exactly how much water you should be drinking? Have your weight in ounces?
Well, I drink 64 ounces of water every day.
Okay.
And I've been doing that for a long time, actually.
Okay.
And that's something that's really important. And I would, make sure that my children drink it now. Water is very important. If you don't drink enough water, you got problems.
Exactly.
The whole setup just breaks down. On so many levels. Dehydration really causes problems, havoc on your whole body. So, I definitely make sure that I drink my water. That's
good. I might have to make you a special concoction too. It sounds like you have a little mucus in your system now. Are you coming down with something with that weather change in Chicago?
Yeah, I'm actually getting over an illness.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what she is. This time of there. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And I'm sure you're noticing once you start changing, your basically going back to the natural lifestyle, that when your body is fighting something, it goes a lot quicker. You won't have something for like months and things of that nature.
Right.
And also going back to, because we had talked a little bit too about even weight loss. One good thing about going back on a natural foods diet. Now, of course, I know, and I already know that you know, but I'm doing this for the benefit of others listening who may be in your position but haven't even started on the road that you're walking. They're still drinking alternatives, different sodas and colored drinks instead of water throughout the day, and they're still getting sick every week. You know what I'm saying? If they just go to the little office party and somebody's sneezing, they're the first one to get contaminated, you know, and get sick. And the way that we're taught in the natural realm is that you don't really just catch a cold. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can walk in that same room. Like last night, I was walking from the computer lab in the freezing rain with a t-shirt. But I'm cool. Once I get inside the cold, my body will regulate itself. I'm not saying I can't get sick, but it's very difficult for me to catch a so-called cold and things of that nature. I can jump right into a swimming pool of freezing water in the wintertime. Now, I'm going to be unhappy about it. It's not going to feel good, but I'm probably not going to get the pneumonias and all of those things because I know exactly what to do. Number one, to get warm again. And I know exactly what to put in my body to help my body fight off anything. And that's basically where you're getting at now, because I had a chance to see you over the last couple of months, and you are looking a lot better. You're getting in a lot. You already were going to the gym all the time, looking nice, keeping yourself tight. A lot of sisters like yourself, single moms, working hard, taking care of the children. A lot of your energy is depleted just with those activities right there, just raising children. I happen to know you have children and who have to go to, you know, a couple of different schools, so you have to go to a lot of different places, and you're in school yourself and you have to work, so that takes a lot of your energy away. So if you are skipping meals, you're putting yourself in a bad place also with that. You don't want to do that, because even though you are eating right now, it goes back to just like what you have to do when you're driving your vehicle. If you run it and without getting the oil changed, which will be for us, it would be like our lipids, our natural oils, essential fatty acids. You know, we need that to lubricate ourselves also, just like your car needs oil. You know what happens if you don't put any oil into your car? It's going to lock up. Your body would do the same thing at the joints. Also, for your fuel, which is our fruits mainly, is where we get those fast, simple sugars from for our quick energy. And for our vegetables, the vegetables basically make up our structure. So as long as you're keeping those things throughout the day, you'll be able to maintain yourself. Also, how is your love life? I know that's may throw you off for a quick second. How's that? How's your interaction?
Oh, that's not a good thing.
Okay.
TV, more stressful situations, which wow, yeah.
Okay, but that's all good. But as long as you're out of whatever stressful situation. But love, even if it's not, and I'm not talking about sex, and I'm not actually necessarily talking about a boyfriend, girlfriend, man, woman relationship. It's the fact that when we go out in everyday life, even as a married couple, a lot of people forget to have that playfulness. When you wake up as a child, I'm sure if you watch your children, they just jump out of bed, they ready to kick it, ready to play. We have to get back like that also. Even though we know we have bills to pay and work to do, take yourself out to the movie. Even if you go out with other women, make sure you're constantly doing something fun once a week. And you can do a lot of fun things that are free, even if you have to set aside. You know, your children are not going to starve. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they have what they need, but mama has to have what she needs also, especially when you're a single mom. because a lot of single moms, you guys usually work yourselves to literally death without having any fun times for yourself, and that would deplete your energy also. And of course, if you are, you get into a dating situation and you see it's draining your energy more than what you already are doing with your children and work and school, you have to just let it go because it's not worth it. So, even if there isn't a guy there, go out with some female friends and just go kick it every now and then. It don't have to be the knockout drunk party, you know what I'm saying? But just go out and just get some fresh air. Because once again, just like I said in a couple of other videos, your energy, the biggest energy source that you can see is right out there in the sky right now. It's the sun. It's the biggest amount of energy you know. Now, of course, we know God. A lot of people say God made the sun. And the God made the sun because you have to have a physical form of God's power that you can feed off of. Now, of course, it also comes from raising children, interacting with other people, and eating the plants. That's where it all comes from. It's all God. But I meet a lot of people that say, well, God's my energy, but when you see them, they don't have any energy. I'm not talking about you right now. I'm talking about people who can barely get up off the couch, who barely go anywhere, barely doing. They're not raising any children. They're letting the children just run amok like wild animals because they really don't have the energy, and God is really not the head of their lives. Now, I don't want to get so-called religious, but religion literally means to tie back to that which is naturally supposed to be whole. And for us to get back there, it all encompasses health again. And so while you're raising your children, you have to always remember that mama needs to be taken care of also. Go get your nails done or something like that. Now, of course, we want to go to a nice holistic spot, doesn't have all those toxic chemicals that you're breathing in. But it doesn't hurt to go get a nice little foot massage, get your hands, cuticles massage, get your scalp massage, get a nice deep tissue massage, because when you get stressed and your adrenals are exploding, putting cortisone and stuff like that in your blood, you're going to have a problem. You have too much adrenaline. Your brain is firing dopamine. You need to balance all of that stuff out. You need serotonin to calm you back down. You need dopamine so you can get a lot of things done, but at some point you need serotonin to relax. You need melatonin to regulate your sleep, the circadian rhythms, the clock, your biological clock. You need to know at a certain point, okay, it's getting dark, it's time to start calming things down, and that's where your energy is going to go too. If you you go to the gym a lot, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Actually, can you get on the bike for 12 hours at full speed?
No.
Yeah, most people can't. Lance Armstrong's not going to do that one. You got to have some type of break. Anything that's running at full speed for so long without the proper nutrition, which is that oil and gas, which are those essential fatty acids and your vitamins and minerals, you're going to have problems. Something's going to break. You're going to overheat first before you even break. Your body naturally is going to make you stop. And that's really why a lot of people are, we're going to end this in about 2 minutes to make sure I keep it under. I want to share it with a lot of people on Facebook, and you can only put it up, I think, for 20 minutes. So is there any other questions you can think of? Like, is that answering a little bit more of your questions? And for you, you know a lot of this stuff already. We've been talking for a couple of years. You've been my client for a while. You've known me from the beginning. But I wanted to always be able to drop in with people and see how they're doing. I don't want to just make money off people and keep it moving. I always call my clients, which I call my friends, we're a family. I see it as a family. We're all one big family, and we all are, even including myself, constantly going up higher and higher and higher. When you think you've reached a certain plateau, you find out you can go up higher and higher up that pyramid until we get to a certain point where actually we never get to that point. There's always something better that we can be doing. But is there anything else you'd like to tell other sisters who might be in the position you were in before you started making these lifestyle changes for better health?
The points that you made were dead on. Just take care of yourself, and definitely, the diet is extremely important. Extremely important. So pay attention to that. Drink lots of water.